I'm Andy Lawrence from Theatre of Widdershins Puppet Company, and I'm doing a show called The Elves and the Shoemaker.
Right, okay, so how long have Theatre of Widdershins been going?
I would say roughly 16 years. We had a very slow start, a few shows here and there, but it's really picked up over the last 10 years. But yeah, 16 or 17 years, I'd say.
And what kind of show what kind of shows do Theatre of Widdershins produce?
Well, they're mainly a combination of storytelling and puppetry. They're always aimed at children and their families, which I have to stress, because there are lots in there for slightly older children and parents as well. But on the whole, I use puppets almost like an illustrated book would use pictures. So there's text, and then there's pure puppetry.
Excellent. So, what can let's see. How long have you been doing the Bedfringe event?
I think I should have checked this one. I think this might be my 6th Bedfringe. I've certainly done them here for the last 3 years, but before that I was doing the ones in the Harper Suite. Yeah, I think 6 years. It's been going that long, hasn't it?
And so, do you only do these Bedfringe? Do you actually do the Edinburgh?
Yeah, actually, today's feels a little bit tricky because as soon as I've packed this up, I've got to then repack the van because we're off to Edinburgh tomorrow morning. So yeah, and then I'll be up there for for the month, doing shows pretty well every day.
Okay, so what's is this a preview or
No, this one I've actually, well, this is almost like the second time the show's come out. I first put a version of this show together 7 years ago when it was a 2-man show, and after doing 200 performances, the other poor guy had enough, I think, bless him. So I was about to scrap the show, but then I thought, no, I'll convert it into one-man show. So this one, in this sort of thing in the set you can see at the moment, has been going since October. The thought of bringing a brand new show out to the Bedfringe and to the Edinburgh Fringe would be a bit of a nightmare for me. So I like to have a well-bedded in show.
Okay, so can you give us is it okay without spoiling the magic to give us a little tour of the set?
Yeah, okay, so this one here, I'm sure it won't be given too much away. This is, there's more to this set than meets the eye. I have this fascination with advent calendars, so some of these have little I won't show them all to you, just in case there are people who want a thrill a bit later on. So there's lots of that going on in here. There's also a cuckoo clock with special sound effects. And various props that are used during the show, like the sewing machine here, or there's a double bass round here which gets played by one of the puppets on here. But lots of things like that, and but this is only sort of 1/3 of the set. The other pieces are sort of further down stage in the dark there.
Excellent. So how are people going to find you online? What's your presence online?
We have a website which is www.widdershins.co.uk. We have a Twitter account @thewidders, and we're on Facebook as well. But on the whole, we have quite a strong website with mailing lists on there, and we do sort of monthly e-newsletters.
And where can people find you in Edinburgh?
at the I can't even say it. At the Scottish Storytelling Centre, which is on the High Street, also known as the Netherbow, and it's part of the John Knox House. But it's a lovely venue. Seats 100 people.